Imagine for a moment that the sun simply switched off. One instant it blazes in the sky. The next, the cosmos beyond is an endless black. Earth becomes a lonely, frozen marble drifting through space, kind of like your freezer after you forget to close the door. But before you start knitting thermal underwear for the next millennium, let's walk through all the absurd perks of a world without sunlight in one continuous comedic narrative. What's the first thing scientists would do? They'd throw a 24/7 party on every mountaintop observatory on Earth. Without the sun's glare, telescopes in Chile, Hawaii, and Spain would peer into the universe with crystal clarity, atmospheric turbulence, no heat shimmer. Astronomers would high-five at 3 a.m., while office workers everywhere stare in envy at their Slack statuses, available at all hours. Meanwhile, your Netflix queue would rejoice. No solar glare means satellites beam your favorite shows, whether it's true crime documentaries or cat videos without a single pixel glitch. The one downside: your boss might catch you mid-Stranger Things binge during what used to be business hours. Then there's the glorious collapse of time zones. Imagine this. It's breakfast at 9 o'clock everywhere. London to Tokyo, Buenos Aires to Jakarta. Everyone logs into Zoom at exactly the same moment. No more, oops, sorry, it's midnight here. International trade booms as bankers, baristas, and biotech researchers share the exact same 9 to 5. Global GDP skyrockets, and alarm clocks become museum pieces. But hold on, what about those monstrous solar flares? In 1859, the Carrington event fried telegraph lines and set equipment ablaze. Today, our planet is laced with power grids, undersea cables, and satellites worth trillions. One gigantic flare now would be economic Armageddon. With the sun off, though, we dodge that cosmic bullet good news for your smartphone, your electric car, and your fridge that texts you when you're out of milk. And speaking of bridges, the U.S. needs some $20 billion a year to maintain them. Yet most span water. If the oceans freeze solid hell, Natural Ice Highways engineers can simply pave across the Arctic-style roadway. Suddenly, costly bridge repairs become optional. Road trip playlist, Ice Ice Baby. Parents, rejoice. Babies under 6 months are supposed to avoid direct sunlight. Now they can crawl, giggle, and most importantly nap on the front lawn without a care. Sunscreen shortages? A thing of the past. Just watch out for cranky teenagers who miss their beach selfies. Pilots, too, breathe easier. Some folks sneeze when blasted by bright sun, a dangerous reflex at 30,000 feet. In perpetual darkness, in cockpit sneezing, fits drop to 0. Flight attendants, however, complain that in-flight views of endless blackness don't exactly boost beverage cart sales. In space, tiny dust particles currently spiral into the sun thanks to Poynting-Robertson drag. Turn off the sun, and those particles could hang in stable orbit indefinitely. Who knows? Maybe someone will open an orbital dust cafe where you sip espresso while watching meteorite dust float by. Back on Earth, wild parsnips, nasty chemical burns disappear.
Oh.
These plants lurk in fields, stealthily coating you with furocoumarins that erupt into painful blisters once sunlight hits. No sun, no burn farmers, celebrate with parsnip festivals and unthreatening root vegetable potlucks. Vampires, horror movie fans, and goth teens everywhere throw the ultimate rave. Eternal night. Haunted house tours run 24/7. Ghost hunters get lifetime employment. Just don't forget your jacket tang. Plunge to absolute 0 before you know it. Of course, there's that tiny catch. Without solar warmth, Earth cools within days. Plants die, animals freeze, and humanity joins the ice sculptures in the Louvre. But until that final shiver, imagine the absurdity. A world synchronized to one perpetual now. Free streaming, frozen oceans as highways, 0 sunburns, and cosmic peace from solar storms. So here's to our sunnin', not off. Because as much fun as eternal night sounds, we rather like our warmth, our seasons, and our daily dose of vitamin D now. Let the sunlight back in, for we all turn into penguins.